Welcome back to my channel, you guys. This is your girl, Chef Lilikoi, aka Lilikoi Starseed Moon. And today, I'm going to show you how to make creme brulee. Now, the title sounds very fancy, but what it is just a baked custard. Like cheesecake is a baked custard. So if you like cheesecake, you're definitely going to enjoy creme brulee. Now, as you can see from the mise en place, there are only 4 ingredients to make creme brulee. Here's the deal though. It's the technique that's gonna make this dish so amazing. The key thing is not overcooking your eggs. So let's get into the ingredients. You're going to need 100 grams of egg yolk. Now, it's about 5 eggs roughly. I'm going to give you a few baking tips. Number 1, you need a baking scale if you're going to bake. Baking and cooking are 2 totally separate entities. Second problem that people make when baking. This right here is not 1 cup of milk. That's 1 cup of milk. And literally it's not, but the glass itself, the measuring cup itself, that right there is 1 cup of milk. That is not. Here's why. This is a dry ingredient measuring cup. This is only for dry ingredients such as flour, sugar, brown sugar, cornstarch, any product that is dry. This is the cup to use for dry ingredients. This is for wet ingredients, liquid, milk, heavy cream, half and half, oil, melted butter. This is what you want to use for anything liquid or in wet form. This is for dry form. The number 1 thing where 90% of people mess up when baking, they'll use this as 1 cup of milk. And then they'll say, oh, my cake didn't turn out right. That's because you didn't use this as opposed to this. This is volume, this is not. When you're baking, you need the right tools. Okay, that's why I recommend using a kitchen scale so that you can measure your ingredients out properly. So we're going to go ahead and pour the heavy cream. We're going to scald the cream with the vanilla. And we're going to whisk the ingredients together. And when I say scald, I'm meaning we don't want this to come to a boil. We just want it to get hot enough where it starts to boil just a little bit under the bottom. So kind of like scalding, not boiling, scalding. And I'll show you the video so you can see exactly what I'm referring to. While we're waiting for our heavy cream and vanilla to start scalding, we're going to start whisking our egg yolks and our sugar together until they become pale in color. My recommendation would be to invest in a mixing bowl with a silicone bottom. That way, as you're mixing, your bowl isn't spinning around, driving you crazy. Here's our egg yolk. We're going to add our sugar. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to check on my milk. When you're baking, you cannot leave your baking station because you will burn something very quickly. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, so when I say pale in color, this is what I'm referring to. Like that. Okay, so let me go show you the cream. So this is what we mean when we say scalding. It's hot, but not enough to cook the eggs. This is what scalding looks like. Okay, so we're going to take this off the burner because remember, we're not trying to cook the cream. We just want to scald it. Now that the cream is scalded, we're going to slowly incorporate this cream into the egg mixture, just like this. Do not stop whisking. And we want to do this until it's well combined. Now what we want to do, we're going to strain the egg mixture into a fine mesh strainer, which is why I like the mixing bowls with a handle, because it's easy for me to strain. And what this does, it gets any sugar that did not melt or any impurities out of our creme brulee mixture. So this is what we're looking for. Now, what I like to do is pour my custard into a measuring cup, because we're going to fill our creme brulee ramekins with this beautiful mixture. Let's see, I think we could get it all in there. We sure can. You guys, this smells so good. Okay. So now I have my creme brulee ramekins. We only want to fill these ramekins about 3/4 cup full. That's it. Do not overfill these, because they will spill in the oven, and that's not what you want. The beautiful thing about these pans is that they have a stopping point where you know where to fill. Look how beautiful that is, you guys. Let me put her back here. And I have some left, so I'm gonna get a mini pan and make the rest, because I don't waste food. So I had some extra ramekins. Okay, that'll do it. So I don't waste food. Now here's the deal. We have our ramekins filled with the egg custard. This is what we don't want to do. We're gonna have to fill these pans up with 2/3 cup of water for a water bath. Now, if you are a person who does not have a steady hand, I would recommend pouring the water after you put these in the oven, because we don't want water to get into this mixture. If you think you can handle it, by all means go for it. So now we're going to fill 2/3 of this water bath with hot water, hot tap water. Don't get the water in the mixture. I cannot stress that enough. So I know how to carry this because I've made this several times. So I'm just going to slowly fill the brulee pan about 2/3 cup of the way. I'm going to put a little bit more. We don't want quite half. We just want about 2/3, but I'm looking. So about right there. That's what we're looking like. Right about there. Also, major tip, open the oven door while you're doing this process so that you don't burn yourself and you don't get water in the mixture. I would even pull the rack out halfway just to make sure this is an easy transition. We just want to do this so that it can cook evenly. Okay, this is how our creme brulee should look. I'm gonna go ahead and pop her in the oven for about, I'm gonna start out at 30 minutes, but I know my oven. So depending on your oven, especially if you're cooking with an electric oven, you just gotta watch this. So anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour. I know my oven, so this will probably be done in about 30 minutes up to 40. But I probably won't go longer than 40. But you guys, look how cute. And it should come out the oven looking just like this, but cooked. If you have browning on top, or if it's already started to caramelize, you cook this way too long. So I'm going to show you the finished product after she comes out of the oven. You will be able to tell because you're going to have like a firm, slightly jiggle to the middle, if that makes any sense. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll be back. Okay, so I have my creme brulee in the oven ready to cook. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and bake these custards until they have a firm but slight jiggle in the center.